Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Tyler. I'm going to be showing y'all my NCAA March Madness bracket for the year. And essentially, what I'm going off of is on a separate app, I had a custom analysis that I put together based on what I think is most important in the tournament, such as like turnover ratio, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage. And you can do however the importance is, like what you want as the priority. So, like, turnover margin is very big, free throw percentage, late in games. And I did all this other stuff, you got to have the upsets and all that. So today I'm going to be showing y'all what I think is going to happen. And this is my main bracket that I'm using for most of my contests. And pretty much that's all. Let's just get started. Obviously, I'm going to get the 1 seeds. I don't think a 1 seed's losing this year, especially not Bama. This game is the first game of the March Madness. This is the first one. And this is one of the biggest toss-ups for me because my team is Texas, for those of y'all that don't know. So I watched a lot of Big 12 basketball. And I think West Virginia is very overrated. But Maryland's not that good anyway. So I think West Virginia comes out with a fire, sort of passion, smokes them. Game 1. This is going to make or break a lot of people's brackets because this is like a 50-50 game. I think actually it shows on here. Yeah, like this could go either way. So for that one, I'm just going to take West Virginia. And then this one's a big game. A lot of people are taking Charleston. I am part of that, a lot of people. I think San Diego State is fraudulent. I don't think they got what it takes to even win a single game in the tournament. I haven't seen many people take Furman. Virginia plays a slow game. They are one of the slowest teams in the country. I think it shows, like, their point, 67 points a game. Their defense is amazing, but, dude, they play slow as ever. So I think they get a win. We'll get onto that, but Creighton I have winning this one pretty easily. They're a lot better than a 6 seed. I think Creighton's going to make a tiny little run. I have Baylor. Again, Big 12 basketball. I watched a lot of it. I think Baylor's a good team. I have Missouri here. I've seen people pick Utah State. I'm not part of that. I think Missouri's good. And then Arizona, pretty easily. Now going over to the Midwest, Houston. Again, a 1 seed's not losing this year. I have Iowa. A lot of people take Auburn here. I think Iowa has the magic. I saw that. I watched live that comeback that they had because I was trying to watch the Texas game. And they had just had the Iowa. I can't remember. I think it was Michigan State. They had the Iowa game on. And they came back like 20 points in 2 minutes. It was ridiculous. I watched that. I'm high on Iowa this year. I think Miami is one of the most efficient teams in the country. Again, I've seen people take Drake here. Not a chance. Miami's smoking them. This one's interesting to me because obviously Jackson Davis for Indiana. He's good, right? But that's all they got. And Kent State, just besides this right here, dude, Kent State's a good team. They're efficient, and they played well in their conference. They're a high-octane offense with a really good defense. So, personally, I'm taking Kent State here. And then Iowa State sucks. Big 12, they were terrible. So, it doesn't matter who wins this game. They're smoking Iowa State regardless. Xavier's getting the dub here. Obviously, picking Texas. And then this game is another toss-up for me. But I am picking A&M just because I want Texas to play A&M so we can beat them. That's the only reason. Penn State could win. That could go either way. Down here, again, 1 seeds, they're not losing. So I'll just go ahead and do both those. Memphis, FAU. This is the easiest 8-9 for me. It's Memphis. And this one is my most controversial pick of them all. I'm going Oral Roberts over Duke. They're my Cinderella this year. You got to have one, right? This is mine. I think they could come out hot and beat Duke, who is on like a crazy win streak. But it doesn't matter. Oral Roberts is one of the best teams in the country. Like, do not sleep on them. They're going far. Louisiana sucks. Give me Tennessee. This one, Providence is a popular upset. I don't really see why. I like Kentucky here easily. This is just an easy one for me. They don't play well against competition. Providence is not no top 25 team. So give me Kentucky for sure. Kansas State, this is one of the easier picks of the tournament. The easiest 7-10 is USC over Michigan State. Michigan State's terrible. They're fraudulent. They can't shoot free throws late. They can't close games. That's just a recipe for USC to win. And then give me Marquette. Arkansas, Illinois. This is another pretty easy 8-9. Give me Illinois. This is an easy upset. Give me Virginia Commonwealth, VCU. St. Mary's is fraudulent. I'm also a BYU fan, so I watched BYU almost come back from like down 30. St. Mary's is fraudulent. And against a mid-major like this, easy. This is an easy upset pick. And then Iona, UConn. This is a popular one, but it's a good one. Give me Iona. Then TCU smoking whoever that is. Arizona State, Nevada. It doesn't matter. Gonzaga's a really good team this year, so give me Gonzaga. Boise State, that's an easy 10-7 upset. Not much reasoning behind it. I just feel like it's going to happen. Northwestern isn't as good as, a 7 seed should be. And then give me UCLA. I've seen this be taken a little bit. UCLA is good, bro. Don't sleep on UCLA. They're a really good 2 seed. Back up here, give me Alabama easily. Virginia's not good. They just have an easy first-round matchup. Give me Charleston to the Sweet 16. I mean, they're either losing round 1 or they might go as far as they can go. Give me Creighton over Baylor. I don't think Baylor's all that good. Like, sure, they're a 3 seed, but they're a pretty fraudulent 3 seed. I like Creighton a lot to go even further than this. And this is one of my toughest picks right here. I've gone back and forth between Mizzou and Arizona since the bracket dropped. And you can look at all this, but I honestly am just taking Mizzou. I don't know why. I just have a feeling they're going to make a small run here. But Arizona, they're good. I know they are. They could outright win the national championship, but I just don't think they will. I'm probably going to come back and change that. But as of right now, I'm going with Mizzou. I just have a feeling they'll win it. Up here, Iowa's got the Magic. I hate Houston. I always have hated Houston. That might be bias against them, but I think Iowa's got the Magic to go a lot further. And as much as I love the Kent State upset, Miami's too efficient. Miami's not going to lose to them. Give me Xavier pretty easily here in Texas again. Not being biased, Texas is genuinely a good team, and that they are going to go far. Right here, Purdue, Memphis. Again, one of my tougher picks. Purdue's defense is amazing. Obviously, Zach Edey. But Memphis is just an all-around team, and all-around teams win tournament games, not superstars. So give me Memphis. Oral Roberts is my Cinderella team. I like Kentucky here pretty easily. And this is another hard one, but I'm going to go Marquette. Shout out Shaka Smart. Illinois, Kansas. Kansas has the easiest path to the Sweet 16 out of all these teams. The easiest. They have Howard and Illinois. Maybe Arkansas. Come on. And then one of these upset teams is going to move on. Virginia Commonwealth has an easy first game. Iona has to beat a good team. I think if Iona can beat UConn, they easily beat VCU. Now, the Zags are going to dominate TCU. If this happens, I think this is the biggest mismatch to where they hard counter like TCU. In gaming terms, hard counter. Because they have everything TCU doesn't. It's just going to be bad if Gonzaga plays TCU. And I'll look real stupid if TCU wins this game, but they won't. And then down here, Boise State. Again, they're an easy 10-seed pick, but UCLA is just better than them. So back up here, Charleston's run ends. Alabama's too good. They're not going to lose to Charleston. Just ain't happening. And down here, it doesn't matter who I put here. It doesn't matter because I have Creighton beating either of these teams. So for the sake of picking a team I don't think is going to go, like Mizzou, I think they lose to Creighton regardless. And I'm going to continue Iowa. You got to have a magical team somewhere. I have my Cinderella. This is my magic team. They're coming out and they're just winning games somehow. They're really good at shooting, so, maybe they rely on that. And then I have Texas advancing to the Elite Eight. Down here, got to have a Cinderella, Oral Roberts. And I'm not just picking a random low-seeded team to go. This is a very good Oral Roberts team. They are going to be unbeatable in the tournament. I don't think they win it all. It's never happened. I don't think it will. But they are going to make a run. And then down here, this is one of my toughest picks too. I really do not know who's going to win this game, if it comes down to it. Look at this. The notable results, I like to look at these, but I also have known these. Kentucky got popped by UCLA. They got smoked by Gonzaga. They beat Tennessee twice, smoked by Bama. They don't do good against good teams, and that shows up here as well. Marquette does. So I'm going to take Marquette, but Kentucky could win that game. Up here, Kansas, again, easiest path. This is such an easy path. Iona's good. They're not going to beat Kansas. They're not going to do it. Down here, another tough matchup. This could really go either way. Gonzaga is such a hit-or-miss team, but I have a feeling they're going to hit right here. So my Elite Eight, I got Texas, Iowa, Alabama, Creighton, Oral Roberts, Marquette, Kansas, Gonzaga. Back up here, Alabama, Creighton. This is my only 1 seed that I have going to the Final Four. So I guess since I already said that, I'll give Gonzaga down here. I'll talk about it when I get down there. But yeah, Bama, Creighton. I think even Bama, Arizona, Bama, Mizzou, Bama, Baylor. Doesn't matter. Bama is getting out of the South. There's no way Alabama doesn't make it out of the South. It's just they're too good of a team. And then down here I have Texas. If Texas has to play Houston, I might give that to Houston, but I don't think Houston makes it. I think they lose to Iowa. I think they lose to Miami. I think Houston loses to Kent State. I don't think Houston makes it here. But if they do, they might be the one team that can give Texas a run for their money. Otherwise, Iowa's run ends there. Texas going to the Final Four. Since I already talked about it, Gonzaga beating Kansas. Kansas is so fraudulent. I have watched almost every Kansas game. They are so fraudulent. Jalen Wilson, Grady Dick, sure. You can be high on them if you want. Again, superstars don't win tournaments. It is well-rounded teams. Gonzaga is just the better team. They're less fraudulent. I just do not like Kansas, and I don't think Kansas is going to make it far. The only reason I have them in the Elite Eight to begin with is because they have Howard, Illinois, and Iona. Maybe VCU, St. Mary's. Okay, bro. They're not making it far. They have a cupcake walk to the Elite Eight. But once they make it there, they have to face a Gonzaga team that has gone through TCU and UCLA. That's 2 big wins if Gonzaga can make it here. And I think with that being said, they will beat Kansas. This is another hard one. Cinderellas can only go so far. Marquette would have gone through 2 very good teams in USC and Kentucky to get here. Oral Roberts, though, they would have had to be Duke, Tennessee, and Memphis. If they can do that, F it, give them one more, bro. Give me Oral Roberts in the Final Four. This is my Final Four in most brackets. I have some where I have Marquette in there, and I have a 1, 2, 2, and a 3. But give me Oral Roberts is going to make a run. If they lose round 1, I'll be devastated because I think they're going to win a lot of games, and they have what it takes. They have someone to beat. Even if this is Purdue right here, they have that 7'5" Connor Vanover, or whatever his name is, and they always have Max, their guard. Dude, they're equipped with superstars, and they're a well-rounded team. And statistically, they're off the charts everywhere. So, give me easily Oral Roberts to make some type of run. They either lose to Duke or make the Final Four. There's no in between. Because here's this. They're not losing to Tennessee. They aren't losing to Memphis. They could maybe lose to Purdue. I don't think so. And they're not... I don't know. They might lose to Kentucky, but I don't have Kentucky here, so give me them over Marquette. Then in the Final Four, this is easy. Oral Roberts is not making the chip. Bama's too good. And then give me Texas. They already beat Gonzaga once. Texas, I think, is the best team in the country. So that's obviously my pick for the championship game. And then Texas is an offensive team. Give me 72. And then I have Bama at 66. These are my official picks. I think Texas against Bama, it's a good matchup. Texas not only is my team, but this is the best Texas team I've ever got to watch in my lifetime. BPI rank, don't mean nothing. We've won 9 games. We have the most experience against good teams. And our path here is not hard. That's the only thing that scares me, is Texas has an easy path to the chip. We've already beat Gonzaga. Colgate, it's Colgate. A&M is fraudulent. Xavier's not that good. And Iowa's not that good either. I just have them making a run. Houston's not, they're fraudulent. Miami could scare me if they make it here. But other than that, Texas has an easy route. Bama has a tiny bit harder of a route. Just because they have to face either Creighton, Baylor, Charleston, West Virginia. Either way, Bama and Texas are making the chip. In every bracket, I've had Bama, Texas. It's just what's going to happen. There's no way around it. I don't see either of these teams losing a game until right here. This could go either way. I'm not going to pick against Texas. But I also do genuinely think Texas will win this game. I think they just match up better against Alabama. And Oral Roberts, sorry, they're not beating Alabama. They're just not going to do it. They don't have any means to beat Bama. So that's my official bracket on the year. And, it comes with a Cinderella, a little Iowa run. I like Texas winning it all. Charleston wins 2 games. Texas cut down the nets in Houston. I hope that's what happens because I'm a fan of Texas. But I also think that will happen. Anyways, I have Marquette making it pretty far. Kansas has an easy route. Iona's winning 2 games. Gonzaga's making the Final Four. I haven't seen that a lot. That's an unpopular take, is Gonzaga to the Final Four. Iowa State's losing round 1. Kent State with an upset. Nothing else really crazy. I mean, Arizona's getting beaten in the second round. But I think that's pretty much it. And appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is my official March Madness 2023 bracket. Go Longhorns.